NBC5 News at 11 starts now.
Happening right now, marathon negotiations at the Medford School District where teachers could go on strike in just 7 hours. And the reality is starting to sink in for families stuck in the middle.
I don't know who's teaching my child. I don't know who's busing her. I feel frustrated at this point.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Natalie Hurd. Strike or no strike, there will be no school tomorrow for Medford District students, and kids could have Friday and Monday off too. Teachers demonstrated tonight outside the district offices. As of right now, both sides say major sticking points over contracts remain, specifically on pay, insurance, and retirement benefits. But Superintendent Phil Long says the district simply cannot afford to make some concessions without students suffering.
The board is committed to making decisions that are going to stabilize our finances for many years and ensure people that when they're hired for our district, we will continue to keep them employed. We've gone through this cycle of laying people off and all of that. We don't want to do that anymore. It's not good for kids.
The teachers have said it before. We do not do this for the money. We do it for the kids, which is why our settlement offer contained our proposal language on working conditions.
Both sides say they are ready to stay at the bargaining table through tonight. If no agreement is made, teachers will go on strike at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thousands of families are watching and waiting, unsure of how the strike will play out and affect kids in the classroom. NBC5's Christine Pitawanich spoke with parents tonight who say they're frustrated and scared about what happens next. She joins us live at the district offices with more. Christine?
Natalie, if teachers and the district don't come to a compromise tonight behind these walls, which is where they've been really all day long, then students may find themselves inside new unfamiliar walls come Tuesday, since the strike would close certain schools to preserve resources. The uncertainty and constantly changing information has left some Medford families stressed out and confused. Just the idea of going to a new school with a substitute teacher come Tuesday is a scary thought for these two Roosevelt second graders.
Makes me feel kind of unprotected in a new school and with a new teacher that I don't even know.
I kind of feel sad that we're going to another school.
If there's no resolution on teachers' contracts, school will be closed Thursday, Friday, and Monday, with class starting back up on Tuesday. In some cases, kids will have to be shuttled from their regular schools to other locations. With information constantly changing, it's been a confusing process for many Medford parents.
It's just been frustrating because, like I said, I've been getting phone calls, like automated messages from the schools. And then I've also been receiving letters almost daily since Friday of last week.
And she says she doesn't like the thought of her child, Lauren, having to go to Jackson Elementary instead of Roosevelt.
She has a really hard time dealing with changes as it is.
Added to the stress, Lauren would have to take a bus that she's never taken before.
I don't know who's teaching my child. I don't know who's busing her. I feel frustrated and I feel really scared.
The frustration and worry spilling over and catching kids in the middle.
I feel kind of sad, but at the same time stressed.
As teachers and the district continue their roughly year-long battle over teachers' contracts. When it comes to figuring out which schools will be closed and where kids will need to go come Tuesday, there's just too much information for me to sum up here. But for all the details, be sure to visit our website, KOBI5.com. For now, live in Medford at the district offices, Christine Pitawanich, NBC5 News.
Christine, thank you so much. Here are some places to take your kids tomorrow if you have to go to work and they don't have school. The Rogue Valley YMCA is open all day. If you're already enrolled in an after-school program, it is free. If not, it's $25 per day. And Medford Parks and Rec just announced they'll also be offering day camps during the school closures.
There are a lot of people who need care for their children. So, our goal is to fulfill a need in the community, and if we can do that by offering a safe place for kids to come, then that's what we want to do.
The Medford Parks and Rec camps will be held at the Santo Community Center from 8 to 5. It's $20. We have more options for you on our website, KOBI5.com. If teachers do strike, the Medford School District says it will pay substitutes nearly $350 a day to fill in, plus lodging and transportation if needed. Superintendent Phil Long said today he's confident they do have enough subs lined up in case of a strike. A lot of substitutes could soon be needed in Portland. That's where the state's largest teachers union voted tonight to strike. They now have 10 days before they can walk off the job. More than 100 students walked out of various schools today, standing with their teachers. Parents, students, and community members are asking that schools stay open during a strike. The district says it's already contacting substitute teachers from other Oregon school districts, asking them to work during a strike. Some 500 Medford school workers, including janitors and secretaries, are bound by their contracts not to cross the picket line. The Oregon School Employees Association, or OSEA, says their nearly 500 members will get picket passes from the MEA. OSEA members are classified employees, education assistants, secretaries, janitors, maintenance employees, and more. They can use their picket passes to identify themselves and differentiate themselves from substitute teachers. They are allowed to stand with teachers before and after work if they choose. And for continuing coverage, including hotline numbers for parents and students and the school schedule, go to our website, KOBI5.com. You can also follow the latest developments on our Facebook and Twitter pages.